Good afternoon, everybody. Just testing, making sure it does look like my audio is coming through. We are good. We're going to get started here in a few minutes as you are logging in. Just hang tight. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes. Here we good.
Mhm.
What? Okay. Yeah, so we teach some basic nutrition stuff. And today we'll do a general understanding of nutrition. Something we'll review. The class is called Plan, Shop, Save, Cook. It's kind of the name. So we'll learn a little bit about planning, shopping, saving, and cooking. And then so for the next slide, on the virtual side of things, there's a QR code. One says demographic. Either virtual, there's a link. I don't know if you'll be able to copy and paste from there, or just scan the QR code like your phone or something. If you could do both, that would be ideal. And then for those in person, it's going to be that sheet that asks a couple questions and then the survey as well. And I can give you guys a few minutes to do that.
Right, so you can try the QR code, everybody, or I'm going to share the links in our chat for you, my virtual people. The first link and the second link, just to make sure we can get it all.
So yeah, that's the survey, and then we also have the one that asks like gender, ethnicity, race, stuff like that.
Maybe.
And then those materials are optional, but we do encourage everyone to try to fill them out for us. It helps us improve our program. So we're addressing the needs of this community. All right. So I'll still give you guys some more time to work on that. And then just a little bit about myself while you're working on that. So I got my degree in nutrition. I'm currently my master's program for nutrition. So if you guys think you might have a crazy question out there or like a question that you feel you haven't had a chance to be answered, you can try to ask me and I can do my best to try to answer. Sometimes questions are a little bit harder to explain than what might seem, but I'll do my best to explain my answer as best I can for all of you. So yeah, I'll definitely go ahead and answer any questions that you may have. Even in the chat over there, if you have a question, feel free to type in the chat and I'll be happy to answer it. And then I don't know if that's enough time, but if I'll give it a try.
Perfect. And if you have filled out that little survey, I can grab it from you so you don't risk losing them or anything like that. First, beautiful. The pencil, I got more. And that is excellent. Yep. So it'd be the two. One says CalFresh. Please share a little. The other one's learn CalFresh. Plan to out, save, and cook. Yes. Thanks. Water. Double check. Yeah, I grabbed a couple. Okay. There's a few more in the fridge, but I wasn't sure how busy you'd be. Okay.
You got my phone really long, like skinny, like you. It's awesome. Thirsty and for me and hands.
Yeah.
To make them longer.
I would laugh. My stepdad and I are pretty much built opposites. He's like 6'4", 6'5", big old, built like a refrigerator guy. But he got his legs are the same length as mine. And so he looks like he's got little legs, but really, really long torso. And then
And
you're
you're
opposite. Opposite. Yep. Yeah, that's. And you can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
We can keep moving. I think
Hopefully-
everybody's got them done.
Yeah, hopefully it's enough time. If not at the end, I can also go back to the QR code if anyone needs more time. All right, so today, most of the lesson will be covering what's called my plate. I do like to ask the audience if anyone has seen this, heard of this, or if they have any ideas about this. What can you tell me about it? If you feel like
I think that would take us December.
similar, okay,
Other programs are probably fairly close, I guess.
yeah, okay. Cool. All right, so I'll go ahead and discuss a little bit about this. So my plate was developed to be able to kind of be used by anyone. So there's a lot of culture, a lot of variation in diets in the United States. There's low access to food sometimes, or sometimes there's more access, right, depending on our situation. So one main thing is it's going to be based on an 8-inch plate. If you guys are not sure what an 8-inch plate looks like, sometimes when you're at the store, they might sell one and you'll be able to kind of like see what that looks like. It'll say 8 inches on the top. And then another reason it was developed is because we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables in the United States for most people, right? So one of the main messages that they're trying to push is try to eat fruits and vegetables at every meal. And also have variety. So two things, it's an 8-inch plate, fruits and vegetables at every meal. And then there's 5 food groups that are important that we want to try to make our meals look like this. And again, this could be adapted to like your preferences, to your culture, things like that. So the 5 food groups, am I talking too fast? No? Okay. Are going to be fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. And I try to simplify this. So I like to give an example. For me, I grew up eating Mexican food because I'm Mexican. So like, for example, we take tacos. I got the tortilla with, which is going to be my grain. We have the meat or beans, which is going to be my protein. Let's say cilantro on there, or the coriander in English, would be my vegetable. And then let's say maybe I'll have a piece of fruit with some cheese. And there you go. It's my plate. It doesn't have to be too complicated. It could be adopted. You could maybe make like a sandwich or something where, huh?
A hamburger.
Yeah, a hamburger, exactly.
Something I loved learning about and thinking about, salsa. That's your fruit and veggie servings right there. Right? Those sauces, that flavor can be healthy.
All right. So vegetables, we want to try to make them, try to eat as much green as we can. Usually a vegetable will be green. And then our fruits, usually our fruits are like the sweeter stuff that are plants, right? And then our grains, we want to try to have them be whole grains. And the way we know that it's a whole grain, it'll say on the package 100%. It'll say 100% whole grain or whole wheat whole grain. And we want at least half of the grains we're eating to be whole grains, if we can. And then we also have protein. So there's going to be a few ways we can get our protein, right? It's going to be through animal products like chicken, fish, beef, any other type of bird or animal like that, animal products. So those are going to be higher in protein. But we also have the plant proteins, which is like beans, legumes, things like that. And they're not going to have as much protein as our animal products, but they do have more stuff like fiber, antioxidants, all these things that are good for our health. So if we do want to swap out an animal product or beans, legumes, things like that, that's an okay option as well. And it's probably helpful for most people. And then we have dairy. So dairy is same thing. It can be like animal milk, like regular milk, right? Or it can be like soy milk, almond milk, things like that. And so one of the handouts I gave out on the back, it showed the picture of my plate. And then it also has this sheet right here, which just kind of goes over what I went over. And I don't know, I don't want to, obviously, usually have a watch. Okay, we're good on time. Okay. What do I want to add? I'll remember. So basically the point of this class is to create a meal plan for one meal based on sale items, write a shopping list for one meal, things like that. Yes. So beans, basically. It's just,
a sort of bean,
yeah, so legume is just like
not
the,
like a whey protein, not that.
No, so whey is actually more of like a dairy sort of.
Here.
Yeah. Animals.
They're legumes, right?
How do you spell
I think
it?
so.
Is it spelled like a lagoon?
Maybe.
Water or,
Legume.
a lagoon?
Yeah, so legume is like a more general term.
I said lagoon, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
no worries. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Thank you. So yeah, legume is just like the general term. It's like saying beans, but it includes like lentils, chickpeas, garbanzo, or that's all that stuff. Yeah, it combines it in one.
It's spelled, how do you spell it?
Legume. Yeah, so if you have a preference for any of them, if you want to eat that instead of like an animal protein, it's a good option as
Cause
well.
I was trying to find the protein that, like, I don't really like meat like that, but I still eat it. But
Yeah,
I was just trying to find the right.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
no problem. So I'd like to ask which of the following are most important to you? There's some topics we'll be discussing. Just saving money, making sure you don't run out of food before the end of the month, having healthy meals and snacks, or save time. And I forget we're virtual too, so if there's anyone in the chat, virtual has a question,
Yeah.
we can answer.
Did have a virtual question come up. They wanted to know what your thoughts on red dye 40 were.
Okay, I'll try to keep this a simple answer. So usually foods that have red dye are gonna be more highly processed, so in general, they're not gonna be good for you. But I don't know, or we don't know that red dye necessarily is bad. So like if you're eating a healthy diet and you get a little bit of red dye, it's probably fine. Most healthcare practitioners would probably care more about how much fruits and vegetables you're eating, more than how much red dye 40 you're eating. I don't know if that answers the question because it's kind of general. Does that help? Do I get clear?
He's typing.
Okay.
But that at least summarizes it. Awesome. And then, real quick, any of y'all, if you feel like sharing, which of these is most important to you? When you're planning your meals, when you're thinking about how we're going to eat dinner tonight, things like that, what is on your mind? What's your focus? What's your priority?
Save money and save time, it's really save time.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
I'm picky, if it's not tasty enough, I can't eat it.
Hey, I like that, right? So it's almost on the other side of that. Instead of having the healthy, also having things that are enjoyable, right? To nourish the body and the soul.
Or fat. A small amount of fat in your diet is still healthy, quite on the table. Because most people think, fat completely, no, it's actually good for you as long as you don't go overboard. Yeah.
Those healthy fats in there too. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you all for sharing.
So if you answered any of the above, there are several steps to planning a meal. Step one can be check foods that you have on hand already. I like to share my example. I always end up buying pasta at the store, and I always have like 5 things of pasta ready to go. Or that I haven't used, they're almost expired already. We can check for sales. So coupons, a lot of people use like their phone now, like apps. And then complete the meal planning. So once you check for your foods on hand, maybe you can see like, oh, I have pasta. Maybe I just buy tomato sauce, and then we can have a meal real quick, right? Instead of having to keep buying more ingredients, and then writing a shopping list. So that is very helpful as well, which we can also do like on paper or on our phone too. So today's lesson is about healthy meals and how planning can help you achieve this. So here I'm going to go ahead and ask, why should we plan our meals? You guys would like to share? I have some up there, right? Save time, you guys mentioned, save money, use our money wisely, and shop for healthier meals and snacks. Okay. And then, yeah, anyone would like to share? What are some things that you all do? virtually here.
Sometimes when I call my son, when I'm in meet with their small time. For me, I'm going to make
Okay.
two favors, if I make a pepperoni dish. A shell white cheddar, I throw either like a can of chicken or a can of bean with it. So instead of being a side, it's an actual meal. Probably love that, my favorite.
Yeah. Sharing.
We do a lot of takeout. My kids got
Take up.
a lot of takeout with my food. I can't be good, but I think I should pretty good, but they don't like, but I like,
Okay.
they want
Yeah.
other stuff. And me, I don't want some stuff like, I was to be a bowl of cream and can be okay, but they want not that, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get takeout with them, but I'm trying to get them off of it. And then I'm trying to go sugar free too.
Okay.
And that, like sugar free drinks, I don't know how they want to take it, but
They're going to water,
they're gonna take
low
both.
sugar instead of no sugar.
I'll go 0 sugar.
I do the, five places of water in my food factory.
The dollar sugar. Yeah, but no sugar, so we keep 2 lows. But he plays it on my son's deal, but my oldest son, he barely eats, like his meal is Slim Jim and chip and every, and that's what he takes to work for lunch.
Okay.
So it's just like, I was trying to get him to eat more, but he only likes chicken or tacos. So I find myself making tacos every day, like, I can make every kind, so it's like, I've been trying to like get like 0 sugar stuff, like,
Natural.
yeah. Cause me, I just like the probiotic soda, there's a kombucha, then the flavored water and stuff, but it's like, that's all I can put in the refrigerator, but I have to buy that for them, so that's why I'm like, I wanna get them off of that too.
Yeah.
So like, that would be a lot of things, like they save money, so I click my coupons to get this and what's on sale, so.
Yeah.
But to order it out is a lot. It takes a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it's expensive.
Yeah.
And it don't feel like it's good.
I do, who's the one you see buying?
We want you to keep buying more.
I call the doctor, I can't use. I'm stable, I have a lot of pain and standing.
Yeah,
I know my back and my knees, so
yeah.
French stand still give me make bills, it only take 5 minutes, really hard.
Exactly, me too. Same with,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that
So
long.
I get like boss, like a literally just like
Yeah,
like the boss dishes are made size and then throw other stuff in there and they things like,
Yeah.
wait. Or I make stew.
Yep.
A lot of preparation at the beginning. And then for like 4 or 5 hours, you can sit down on the couch and relax, recover from that half hour or more prepping everything.
today, cause I cook my turkey like 3 days after.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, it's done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, like, the shopping healthier, but that stuff is, tends to be a little bit more expensive than like the unhealthy stuff. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like, it costs a little bit different,
Yeah.
people buy different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you all for sharing. So before I forget, so going to the healthier options usually can be more expensive, right? Some things I like to encourage people to try, if this is something that people are open to, is try like frozen, not just fresh. So that's an option. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit cheaper in price. And then also canned can work as well. We also, yeah, you know, I can't.
Like hamburger stuff, it don't take me good.
Yeah.
And chicken,
I
that
thought
way after the candy can right now, it is that, all I do is just read it. We make.
But I do like canned beans. I don't have to soak them, don't have to, you know, that makes it easy.
Yeah.
Chickpeas, yeah, those are really good in the can, but like,
Yeah.
canned fruit sometimes will be a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, and I just so I don't forget, also canned would be like considered like less healthy. But I like to think of it like if you're gonna eat it, then it's healthier than not eating it, right?
Yeah,
So,
And it lasts longer.
yeah, and it lasts longer. So fresh would be like considered like the healthiest, or frozen, they're kind of in the same category, and then like canned and dried Those are options if you want your food to last longer. It's still healthy and not as healthy as fresh, but if that's gonna help us eat more, that's something we can continue to do, right? As long as it's available to us. And then, yeah, and then I was gonna say the last one would be juice. So juice can, like for fruit and vegetable juice, it can count as like a serving of your fruits and vegetables. We just want to make sure it says 100% on there on the juice, and it's not going to be as healthy because it's not going to have the fiber that usually like the food has in our food, which is good for us and it does good stuff to us. So thank you all for sharing. I'm just going to go to this last slide. These are some goals that we like to put up for people that you can set for yourself. So the first one's going to be I will go grocery shopping using a shopping list. That's one of the things we covered that can help save time or money as well. Because when we walk into the store, we'll know what we have. And this is also, this should be on your handout, I think, the one with 3 papers. And then we have I will create another dinner menu. So on that handout, it's kind of like an activity that you can do. You can look for things that you have on hand already, trying to make like a meal plan, which then you can take to like the grocery store. And then you can do, I will cook the meal I planned today in class for my family, or I will have my children plan and prepare a meal this week. So for a common concern I hear is my children don't like the food that I eat or buy or make. Sorry about that. One good thing you can do, if it's an option for you, is get them involved in either the grocery shopping process or the cooking process because they feel more attached to the food and they're gonna be more likely to eat the food. And here's that handout. Might be helpful for those virtually. And then I basically just have any questions that you like, and then those in person. I do have this fruit salad recipe pre-prepared already. So it's going to be apple, jicama, and raisins with a little bit of yogurt. Jicama is, I don't know if it says the same in English. It's a root though. I believe it's a vegetable. It's kind of sweet, kind of has like a burnt texture. And I'll come around with some boards. You will all likely try it.
Right. And we did get some really good questions or requests for advice, but I think they definitely apply to a lot of our students. So this one parent says, my son has sensory or behavioral challenges and only eats a small range of familiar foods like McDonald's, pizza rolls, juice. We know that this is related to his diagnosis, but what are some realistic and gradual ways that we can start improving his nutrition without triggering power struggle or meltdown? Ways that we can introduce new foods that are safe and kind of easy.
So this is, I'm gonna go ahead up front and say it's not medical advice or anything like that. But some common things that I would see when I work at WIC. Is going to be, so generally, I don't know if this is a situation, but they're attached to like, maybe like a plate or an item that they eat with their food all the time. So maybe offering the food with that plate or with whatever that they tend to be attached to can be a good way to start introducing things like that. And then I don't know if I answered the question because I kind of got lost in my process.
No, you're good. That's actually an awesome answer. So you're saying realistic ways to start improving nutrition and introducing things. If they have a plate that they're comfortable with, we can add the new stuff to the comfortable plate to try to encourage that.
And then get comfortable with like playing and touching with the food, because oftentimes even kids with no condition or anything like that, they need a lot of exposure to a new food before they start to actually be comfortable trying the new food or yeah, eating it. And even sometimes things they like, kids just want to run around and play, so they don't want to sit down and like eat something. So yeah, so don't get discouraged, and if you can, offer it with something that they like or that's favorable. So hopefully eventually get them to try something.
I like it. I like it. I like it. And then, yeah, and then she followed up and said, okay, so having them involved with cooking and grocery shopping, right? So they can give some opinions, be able to share, like, I am comfortable trying this, Mom. And you can say, good, awesome, here we go, let's do it. Very cool. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. Excellent.
And yeah, so if you guys would like, you can try the recipe. Let me know how it is. If you like it, if you don't like it, I'm okay with either one. It's good?
And if you don't like it, think about what you could change to make it something you like.
Yes. And if you like it, you can also get seconds. I have extra. Did you want to try one?
Sure, what is it?
So it's jicama, apple, raisins, and some yogurt.
So which one would, the Hikama would look like an apple, cause they all look all.
Yeah, look, it's probably like, it looks like the apple without the skin, basically.
Okay.
Usually reminds me of like water chestnuts, if you've ever had those. Similar.
Potato.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Usually like a potato.
Yeah, so the kind of does look like a potato. And I like them. I like to snack on them, but I grew up eating it, so they don't have much flavor.
Maybe she use vanilla,
Or what was that?
vanilla yogurt.
If we use vanilla
The
yogurt?
raisin gave.
I think it was just plain, yeah.
It should be vanilla. It'd be-
Oh, yeah. You can definitely do vanilla, yeah.
They use it.
Yeah,
I like sweet, sorry.
no worries.
You can add a little honey or a lot of sugar.
Too, yeah.
Take plain yogurt and add a little bit of vanilla.
I think
extract.
more raisins would be better too.
More raisins, yeah, there you go.
Show how much is in there.
It's good though.
Yeah. I think in general, eating fruit with yogurt is like a good combination. So if you want to kind of like add your own fruit,
Yeah.
put on some, yeah, some granola.
Okay, and if there are, excuse me, or if there are any additional questions, please feel free to share them.
Or the wine, if they need more time with the crab food stuff. You guys want to give it like a 1 out of 10, 5, 3, 7, 10,
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
7? Okay.
I just needed more raisins. I
Yeah.
think that's what added sweetness.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're planning your grocery list, so everything you're saying, you want to put in yours, right? Now we got our first idea, make yourself some fruit salad.
Yeah.
So I have these measuring cups, for those of you, I can actually pack them for virtual if they want to like pick them up at some point
Yeah,
at the end of the series.
that's awesome.
And then, so the reason we offer these measuring cups is because if you want to track your food or you're not sure how much a portion is, you can look on the back of the nutrition facts label. Say if it says 1 cup, we have a measuring cup in here, you can do the 1 cup. And then I didn't know this was not common knowledge, but just to help it out. So this one, this cup is for liquid cups. For like if you're measuring a liquid cup, this is gonna be for dry stuff. So like powders or berries or anything like that. Yeah, just a heads up. Well,
Measuring on.
But because liquids are easier to get out of the food, it's harder to get taste like powder, especially if it's packaged. But they, always told you don't have to ask for, so he does. Oh, good, I got kind of help.
Okay, can I take her?
My mom would be away for a lot.
My student gonna think one is
Teach
here.
all and stuff like that. So, I got mine, and we got 4 cup and everything, you have measuring,
Okay.
I got tons of them. Little ones.
Yeah.
Because I keep trying to find decent ones that are like the ones my mom has, I can't find them anymore, they don't make good measuring up to the anymore.
No.
Did you all?
Yeah, we had next.
Pretty much it for
Oh,
today.
he's off.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't too much detail, or maybe, I don't know if you guys want more than that. Please.
Guess you want to give a little bit of a kind of what the rest of the series might look like a little bit, what some of the topics are. That way we kind of know and can get questions prepped.
Yes, so the next one, to be honest, they're all very similar. They're gonna cover the basics, and it's in the name. So this first one was planning, so we want to plan our meals or plan our shopping.
Mhm.
The next one's gonna be saving, so we'll probably go a little bit about reviewing about coupons. And then shop. Actually, the next one's gonna be shopping, so it'll probably be some shopping stuff, and then save. And then cook, so we'll be kind of addressing that on the whole class. So most of it's gonna be about like unit pricing, grocery list, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll review my plate a bunch.
Awesome.
And I should have a cooking demonstration next week. So like actually do that live. Hopefully I can get that to go through.
Excellent. So tell everybody you know, cooking demonstration next week. Hopefully we'll be, live trying all kinds of goodies. That was wonderful. We do have, this is a 4-month series, so they'll be here off and on for a bit. We'll, have a break somewhere in the middle of that, come back in January, so we're kind of extending it out. And then we'll get back into some love languages. We've got all the other stuff that we have scheduled. I kind of got to keep y'all here for another 8 minutes or so before we start with my kids. I hope that's cool, y'all. If we have any questions, we can do that. If you want to kind of keep thinking through your planning, or if you would like to ask the expert as you are planning, you're like, great, I have these 3 things in my pantry. What do you think about? Then yes, we can do that.
Or you can even work on that handout that we give out. It's like an activity, where you're basically planning a meal. That one's kind of like a made up, like, let's say you have this in the pantry, what would you make?
Grocery store app you'd like to use, you can start looking up things right there. All right, and ticket 181. 181. Fortunately, for those guys, hurry up. Lucky present to win. All right, 182, next in line, 182. Congratulations, you are our winner today. You can check me out with Ms. Melvin, Ms. Altima, in the front desk. Excellent. I have a few left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want more fruit salad, we want a couple sandwiches. Yes, ma'am. You know, like,
Maybe, I don't think that, maybe we're for eat that soup. Yeah, usually like, what you give me, every time I look at it, like, also I saw. Yeah.
right, no worries. No worries. We want second sandwiches over here, if anyone. If you'd like to leave them, I can toss them in the break room. Our security team will keep everything. Back, my friends.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, you still have extra left over.
No worries, fine. Want to wrap up. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. I appreciate it.
Yep, that's it. And you.
Of course. All right, online. Thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and close it down just a few minutes early today. This was short, sweet, and easy. Wonderful questions. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next week for some live cooking demonstrations. Bye, everybody.